Dude, here's how the board meeting went. One guy was like, so we should include cross-platform so more players can come to the game. And then the guy was like, actually, no PlayStation players allowed. And they were like, okay, can we at least have 4 people? Like 4 people, like every other normal. Actually, people, because I'm like the number 2. I always take a on every single piece of paper that you guys put out for me.
So, welcome to episode 2. I know we've made it this far already. I'm going to cry. This is your host, Jorge. And the other host,
I'm Thomas.
And as I said, welcome to episode 2.
So, to start off, let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Oh my god, bro. Kansas City, complete trash. Oh my god.
So fucking washed.
Dude, Taylor Swift could not save them.
No, it was so bad. And I know we're late to this party, but the Kansas City Chiefs did so bad.
For real. Oh my god. I mean, good for Eagles fans, but I know whatever outcome it would have been, they still would have went crazy in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that Super Bowl was actually fun, despite
I had a good time. The blowout was unnecessary, but
like definitely
I had a
like
good time watching.
Exactly. Like the last 15 minutes was like kind of boring, cause it was just basically just the Eagles doing every emote possible. The fact that they poured the Gatorade on the coach so early.
Oh my god, with 3 minutes left on the clock.
That's evil.
Oh, it really was. It was so funny though. Like just like everybody hyping up the Chiefs and like everyone being like, "Oh, the Eagles don't have
I
it. It's
know.
gonna be repeat," and then oh my god.
Dude, I cannot. Bro, I was so confident that the Chiefs were gonna win, cause for the record, I'm not like a big football guy. I don't think either of us are, but
Yeah.
I do know that the Chiefs won the last 2 Super Bowls. So if they won this one, it would have been their 4th in a row, and they biffed it so bad. Patrick Mahomes did not give the coaches enough, enough intimate time. So, so yeah, that happened.
Yeah, and then of course the halftime show.
Oh, yeah. I cannot believe the reception was like mixed on the halftime show.
I don't think it was mixed. I just think there was a loud minority.
Yeah, true.
Like, well, no, you have a lot of moms on Facebook complaining about it, but
yeah.
no, I feel like Kendrick Lamar did the best concert he could have. He put on an amazing show, and I think people just don't appreciate it.
100%. That was just such a cool performance in general. I love the dances. Serena Williams doing
doing the curb walk.
That was insane. And I think like I can kind of understand why people didn't like it. If you're like an older person, because you probably won't know who the hell Kendrick Lamar is. But
yeah, but at the same time, I don't think not knowing who Kendrick Lamar is
should warrant the hate.
Be racist on Twitter. It's
that's just insane. And I mean, yeah, that was a super good show. When Mustard showed up,
oh my god, we are popping off.
Yeah, I like how he couldn't say anything though, because he was the one that produced the beat.
Yeah, he literally was just like there.
Yeah.
Didn't have a mic.
I respect it though.
This was a debate on Twitter. Do you think SZA was lip syncing?
Oh, I don't know. I have to watch it again. But I mean, what do you think? I didn't even know that was a debate.
I Everybody was like, "Oh my god, she's lip syncing. Like, is this how the concert's gonna be?" But I don't think she was. She probably was, but me personally, I couldn't tell a difference.
Hmm. I have to ask. Um, do a lot of artists lip sync when they're like performing at a concert, or
Not usually. Like, if it's a very like high like effort concert, there'll be like times where like they'll probably use a background track, but like they usually don't lip sync.
yeah? I mean, it's so cringe to me if they do lip sync. In my opinion, I
Oh
like
no, it is.
yeah. I've seen videos where like sometimes the speakers or whatever will something will go wrong, and then the singer just suddenly like stops singing on the mic or whatever. Um.
Hmm. Moving on, we're talking about lip syncing.
Mhm.
The Grammys. How
True.
um have you seen the video of Doechii responding to the lip sync allegations that she did at the Grammys?
So before I answer that, first I didn't really watch much of the Grammys. I watched some stuff, but not all of it. So just to give that context, but I do not believe Doechii lip synced that.
No. So a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, Doechii did it," because she had a, like I said, she had a background check because she was very active during her thing, so she had like stuff in the background in case she like
Mhm.
missed a note. But she was like, she went on Twitter and she responded to one of the messages. It was Twitter or TikTok, and then she was like, "I don't know which one of you guys are saying I lip synced. I did not work for like 2 weeks on this performance of being accused of being lip syncing." Like she's just yelling at everyone. She's like, "You can hear when my hair is touching the microphone. I am not lip syncing." It was
That's
so
so
funny.
funny. I mean, she's kind of spinning facts though. Why would she set up that whole thing just to end
And
up
then
like
just
lip
waste it.
syncing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and even getting another person being like the therapist person in whole song. Like,
Hmm.
why go through all that effort just to lip sync the whole thing? That makes no sense.
Yeah. Because she put on a hell of a performance. I think she
Yeah,
honestly had the best performance of the night.
that was really good. I think I also watched Billie Eilish's performance,
Hmm.
and that was fun too.
Yeah.
Um, that was that from her newest album? Oh,
Yeah, Birds of a Feather.
okay, okay.
And then, besides that, Sabrina Carpenter, I felt like she had a fine performance. I don't know if you saw it,
I know there were
but
gags in the beginning of it, right? Or like,
yeah, where she was walking down the stairs and
yeah,
hmm Chapel Roan. It was Chapel Roan. It was good.
yeah.
I expect I expected more, but I feel like the pink pony was really funny.
Did you see the side eyes she was giving Trevor Noah though when he was telling like his boomer jokes?
No, I saw Dochi roll her eyes when he made
Yeah, yeah.
the joke. Yeah,
Both of them were just like either rolling their eyes or like just giving the death stare. Cause dude, these hosts are so washed. Like, it's
it.
like it's like when they had Jimmy Kimmel for the Oscars.
Oh my god.
They need to get actual funny people and not
Well, do you know who's doing the Oscars this year?
no.
It's Conan O'Brien, and
Oh,
I think Conan O'Brien is actually funny.
that's a
So
W. That Conan O'Brien is maybe like the only host I respect, late night host. So that's amazing. Didn't John Mulaney?
no,
But people
he's
want
never
John
host.
Mulaney, right?
I think John Mulaney would be a great host. He was really funny last year when he presented.
Yeah, yeah. They need to stop getting Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Kimmel's hosted it the most.
But back to the Grammys. Can we talk about like the costumes real quick? Cause was it Jaden Smith? I
Oh
think.
my god, that the house.
What was even going on there? Like,
I have no idea.
what? Do they choose these themselves, or do they have like someone? Is it like their manager or something that chooses for
It's
them?
definitely like a stylist, but they get to choose like what kind of thing they do.
Yeah, I mean, is it just like a thing in general for the Grammys, like to
To
go
dress up.
completely wild with your?
No, I think that's just a Jaden Smith thing.
Okay.
And Kanye West. The two of
Oh
them
my
just
god, you saw the Kanye West thing, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Very, dude.
Very peculiar.
We need graduation Kanye back, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he exists anymore.
Yeah. Uh, was there anything else? Oh, noteworthy
The
at the
Grammys?
Grammys? I mean, I know
Uh,
Kendrick Lamar won like 5 for Not Like
Yep.
Us Alone, right?
Yeah, he won 5 Grammys for Not Like Us Alone. Doechii won Best Rap Album. Chapel Roan won Best New Artist, and that's basically it. I think those are all the and Cowboy Carter won Album of the Year,
Oh
which
my god,
I don't agree with. But
from Beyonce, right?
yeah,
I saw Billie Eilish crying. I don't know if you saw the video of
I didn't.
when that album got announced, like it was the winner. Billie Eilish was crying, and people suspect it's because she kind of expected her album to win, but I mean, hasn't Beyonce? I don't know. I don't want to say she's washed, but like I feel like there's so many better albums than. I haven't
I
listened to it. Granted, I think I've only
I
listened to one
just
song from it, but really, is that really the best one of the
I
year? I don't know.
I just think that Hit Me Hard and Soft should have won Album of the Year. I I think I probably like The Rise and Fall of a Midwestern Princess more, but I just feel like Hit Me Hard and Soft was like just like overall like should have been Album of the Year.
Hmm.
And I haven't listened to Cowboy Carter. I don't like Texas Hold'em. It's the only song on the album that I know. And so maybe I should actually listen to it before saying this, but I just think Hit Me Hard and Soft should have won. But other than that, I think every award went to who it was supposed to go to, besides Album of the
Agreed,
Year.
and I'm very happy, especially for Doechii and Chappelle
Oh, Doechii
Roan.
and Kendrick and Chapel, yeah.
Oh, and Kendrick, yeah, duh.
And Kendrick, yeah. All right. So let's talk about the Oscars.
Oh my
We
god.
we touched on them in the first episode, but
Yeah, but to explain a little bit, I know like next to nothing, not next to nothing. Like I've obviously watched movies before, but I'm not like a really big movie guy. While I'd say you, Thomas, on the other hand,
I am a movie
really,
guy. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, of the Best Picture nominees, uh, I really haven't watched any of them, but in the last episode, I said that I think, um, Amelia Perez would get would get 3 wins.
Mhm.
Um, Now I don't know if you know about the drama that has been happening with Amelia Perez, and not the fact that it's a bad movie being nominated.
Oh,
But
because I was gonna say that drama I do know of, but
yeah, but so the lead actress for Amelia Perez, I don't know her name. Give me a second. Carla Sofia Gascon. She's a trans woman. She's the first trans woman nominated for Best Actress.
Okay, that's.
That hold your thoughts.
Uh,
She was recently exposed for saying very racist shit on Twitter
of
during
course.
2020, and I'm not gonna read any of the tweets, but
Yeah, we want to keep this video monetized.
monetized. But there was one where she basically just called I don't remember if it was the Emmys or the Oscars in 2020, but she called like a walking like commercial for colored people or something like that.
Wow. What
Yeah.
a.
So I could be wrong. She said something along those lines, and basically it all came out. And there's also been some speculation about the use of AI in the film.
Of course. Like,
With
this isn't even surprising.
yes, so I think I might have to resend that it doesn't win anything because it's getting so much drama that I don't think it will win anything.
So you think that the drama will actually stop them from winning?
Yes, oh definitely. It is like
Despite it being
it's
probably the biggest Oscar, like, piggy bank. Not piggy bank, but, like, the
yeah,
Oscar
but like
child obviously just made it to win. You think it'll all be for nothing now?
I honestly think it will because the Oscars have been doing this lately where they'll have people when they present the best actor, best actress, best supporting, best whatever, they'll have 5 previous winners come out and one of them will say something about one person that's nominated and then they'll go all 5 of them and then they'll say who won. They've been doing it for like the past 2 years, and they said they were gonna do it again. And then all of this stuff came out about her, and so the Oscars have now made a statement saying they're not doing it this year because they don't want anybody to say anything nice about the performance because of how much drama she stirred around for everything she said on Twitter.
That's insane.
It's insane.
So I guess your new prediction is that they're not gonna win anything now.
No, I'm gonna stick with my prediction of they win 3 things. I don't know what 3 things is gonna be, but I feel like I actually have higher odds now.
What's sad is that you could still be right, cause
Yeah.
the Oscars is such a. I don't want to call it a complete sham, cause there have been movies that like completely deserve it, but there's also movies that should just like not be there at all. So and since I don't really know the history of has the Oscars always been like controversial? Like has it always from the beginning been seen as like a corporate show in a way, or like?
Not well. The Oscars have always been a corporate show, but like.
I mean, it's similar
all,
with
they
the
haven't-
Grammys, no?
Yeah,
Where,
but
like-
like
Yeah.
the Oscars have been like known to like. The way it works is that like to get like inducted into like the Oscars like voting thing, you would have to like win an Oscar. So like every year they add like 10 people inside or something like that.
Mhm.
And then so that's why like all these actor movies were winning because they would always induct 4 actors and like only 1 director. So like a good directing movie wouldn't win Best Picture because there was only 1 director to the 4 actors.
Yeah.
But then there was this movement called the Oscar So White movement, which happened like 2016 around there, I want to say, where basically like they wanted the Oscars to be more inclusive. And so the Oscars responded to that by like adding more foreign people to the
Okay.
Academy.
That sounds good.
However, this then led to movies like Amelia Perez to be
God
nominated
damn it.
because people were the foreign people are now nominating foreign movies, and they just heard that a popular French filmmaker is making a
No other foreign movie, huh? They-
Parasite won Best Picture in 2019, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, did they really have to choose Emilia Perez as...
Well, the filmmaker is very big in France, so
Really?
yes, so they saw that and we're like, well, we're nominating Emilia Perez because we like the filmmaker.
Well, you know, maybe it was maybe this filmmaker, this was, like, the first quote-unquote musical he ever directed. And didn't he, like, straight up admit that he didn't do, like, a lot of research or something like that? He was just like, oh, I think I already know, like, a decent amount, so I don't need to...
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that, like, he didn't research it at all, and he thought that would be a good idea.
I mean, one of our friends watched the movie, and his reaction tells me everything I need to know.
Hated
it. You know who you are,
hated
bro. Yeah.
You're not listening to this right now, but if you are,
but
no, he hated it.
moving on.
The big Oscar drama.
Yeah.
Other than that, something else that happened about the Oscars. Right now the front runner for Best Actor is Adrian Brody in The Brutalist.
Have no idea who that is, and I've not seen the movie.
Do you know the 2010 Predators movie?
By now I've seen Dead Meat videos on.
Yeah, he's the main guy in that. So just
okay.
I think he's won an Oscar before, so I think this would be his second time. But
did he also say something racist?
I'm getting there.
No.
He he's in a film called The Brutalist. The Brutalist is also being accused of using AI
Amazing.
in its thing.
Oh yeah. I just want to clarify something. For AI in Emilia Perez, I'm guessing like the writing or like the song
it was the accents.
The accents.
Yeah, no, because that's what it is for The Brutalist. The Brutalist was using AI for accents, and
That's
I don't understand it. It's
what out of all the ways to use AI for accents, you would think it would be like the writing, or I don't know if there's like any effects or whatever, but for accents, bro, they can't just hire like whatever.
yeah, that's whatever. No, there were vocal coaches involved. There's like this whole thing. I don't completely understand it, but another person nominated for Best Actor is Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. And I don't think he's won an award as Bob Dylan yet, but he's playing Bob Dylan, and he's going for the Oscar. He's trying very hard. He's doing this press circuit of going around. He's been on YouTube shows. He went on the Brittany Broski show. I don't know if you know what that is, but
No.
Brittany Broski is a huge influencer, and he was on her show for some reason.
Okay.
But to cap off the tour that he did, he went on SNL. Timothy Chalamet went on SNL, and he was the host and musical guest, which is very uncommon for an actor to do. Usually there's a separate musical guest. But Timothy Chalamet said, no, I'm going to perform as the musical guest. I'm going to do Bob Dylan's songs. And so he does it. And a big joke at the time was that he was doing this for the Oscar buzz, as everybody knew.
Yeah.
But Adrian Brody couldn't respond by going on SNL. And the reason that Adrian Brody couldn't go on SNL is because he's banned from performing there.
What? Wait.
Adrian Brody in 2003 was the host, and he was announced like I don't know if you've ever seen SNL, but the host always introduces musical guests.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
know how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. So Adrian Brody was introducing Sean Paul. Now, Sean Paul is a Jamaican singer.
I know he's the guy who's saying like the temperature song or whatever.
I don't know, but he's a Jamaican singer.
Mhm.
So Adrian Brody thought it would be funny to put on dreadlocks and introduce him in a Jamaican accent.
Oh my
So-
god.
So there's this.
And
clip.
they allowed this?
They allowed it. It was 2003. But afterwards, they got so much flack for it that they banned Adrian Brody from the show.
You can't see it right now, but I'm doing like the biggest face palm. Like that's oh my god.
Which is like it's very niche that people know about this. Like it's not that like a lot of people know about it, but not everybody knows about this.
Mhm.
But SNL's 50th anniversary was the other day, and one of the funniest sketches was they did an in memoriam of all the bad, poorly aged bits that they did on the show. And like the third one was Adrian Brody doing. They just showed the clip of Adrian Brody, and then like I saw like one tweet where it was like, "Who on SNL really wants Timothy Chalamet to win this Oscar?" Because they're just trying to like ruin Adrian Brody's career by replaying that clip.
Damn. So that's like the whole thing surrounding him, I guess, in the
Yeah.
list.
I don't think it will honestly affect. I think he still will win.
I don't see I don't see how that would affect it. Like
It's so funny that like Timothy Chalamet was able to like do it for his Oscar run, and then like Adrian Brody is not only banned but gets shown doing the thing that got him banned.
yeah. That's insane, but very funny.
No, it was so because like SNL is very like has a lot of controversy around some old bits, and like you'd expect them to hide away from it, but they showed everything. Like
Especially on the 50th anniversary,
On the
which a
50th
lot of people are probably watching.
yeah, they showed Chevy Chase calling someone the N-word on the show.
Oh
It was-
my
it was-
my god.
It was the first season, and the comic. What's the name? What's the name of the guy in the epic rap battle of history?
The name.
Yeah, George Carlin versus.
Oh, shit. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
He's the one that's like, my grandma ran the brothel, but nothing worse than your haircut debacle. Whatever. That guy. He was hosting, and then Chevy Chase and him were doing a word association game, but it just turned into Chevy Chase saying mean stuff about him, and then him responding with like worse stuff, and then it just kept escalating until Chevy Chase said the N-word. And that was
Amazing.
humor back in 1975, but the fact that they showed it on there, they blurred it. I mean, like censored it, but like
At least they
it's
did
so-
that.
it's so funny that they showed it.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, that's his name. Yeah, it was Chevy Chase and Richard Pryor.
Damn. Isn't
yeah.
Chevy Chase like a known asshole?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He-
Because
he's-
didn't he have beef with the community?
He had beef with everybody. He hated Dan
Basically,
Harmon.
right? It's so funny
Yeah.
because he hated acting, but still, like, oh, at least it feels like he hated acting, considering he basically had beef with every director. But yeah, he still did it. That is, I don't know
Mhm.
what's going on with that guy.
He's
That-
an interesting person.
Does he still act, or is he like, has he stopped now?
I haven't seen him in anything.
So either he
probably
fell off
retired.
or he just stopped.
No, he definitely fell off. But like,
Damn. So is that like all the Oscars drama?
all that I can think of at the moment.
Oh, that's like relevant.
Relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think the rest of you? I don't remember your other
I said
predictions.
the Wild Robot would win Best Animated Feature. Which
True.
I stand by.
Yeah.
And then, what did I say? I said something would win Best Picture, right?
You did, but
What did I say?
My memory is awful.
I think I said A Complete Unknown. I may be wrong, but
Well,
no, I'm standing by it. I don't.
You're standing by
remember
all
what I
your
said.
predictions. That's what matters. to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not changing.
So, I guess once again we'll find out in a month. No, less than a month.
Less than a month. Like, yeah.
Wow.
So, all right. Before we segue to the next thing, I would like to say we said it so late in the first episode. We need to say it earlier here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment.
Yeah.
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 Follow the Twitter. We have a Twitter.
We really gotta say this in the beginning.
We really do. But
Better
I
late
was
than
watching-
never.
I was watching back the first episode, and I was like, we waited like 5 minutes before the end.
Yeah.
But speaking of the first episode, it's been a week since we published it. It's been a month
2
since
weeks.
we first recorded.
Yeah.
No,
So,
it's been a week. It
yeah.
hasn't even actually been a week yet. It will be a week in 3 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah. But we recorded it a month ago, basically.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, we waited a while.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. We were like.
It
We were
took a while
talking-
for me
yeah.
to edit it.
Yeah, cause your college hates you.
Yeah. So I don't pay for Premiere Pro because I don't want to give Adobe money, but my school pays for it, and they waited like 3 weeks to give me access to my account, and I don't know why. But
And then
I-
didn't you do it all at home first? But then everything was just messed up or something like that.
I did it on this free editing software, and I was doing it, and I was editing it, and then I tried to export it, and then the export said, buy our premium version, or export can only be a minute long. And I'm like, I'm not gonna export this like 100 times just to get a full podcast episode. Like, that's so stupid.
When you said that, when you told me that, I was like, oh my god. How long did it take you the first time?
Oh, the first time it didn't take me that long because I was just getting like the general
You wanted to get a
timeline.
feel for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then like when I actually had to do it, it was easy because you could just look at the timestamps of the
Oh,
first
okay.
edit. So it wasn't that long, but yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought editing was a very grueling process, but I know it can be very fun if
Oh, it definitely can. It's not grueling. It can be grueling, but
mhm. So
so
mean, you
the first
edited-
episode, yeah,
Yeah.
I edited it. I think it turned out good.
I do as well.
I
And
tried to
drawing
get
the thumbnail was fun. Sorry.
yeah, the thumbnail came out really well. I tried to get custom music made for the intros and outros. I don't know if we'll have it by episode 2, but we should be getting it soon.
Hey, as long as we get it, you know.
Yeah.
Then,
Um,
and I think the music you chose is
yeah,
still
I think
perfect.
it's still-
so
yeah. I just chose copyright-free music,
yeah.
but I feel like it worked really well.
And now, hopefully the process shouldn't take us long, because now
Yeah,
we
hopefully.
kind of know what we're doing.
We have it. I have a template set up, so I can.
I mean,
easily
also
just-
doing that, we were still setting all the other social, we were setting up the Twitter
we're setting
and
up the Twitter. We're
that
setting up
YouTube banner,
OBS.
man. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, the YouTube banner is so annoying. If I get a comment that the YouTube banner on the TV looks dumb, I don't care. I'm making it look dumb so that I can
So
look
for
good on
those-
the mobile.
for those who don't know, YouTube does it so stupidly because it has it set to free. It shows you what it's going to look like on the phone, then how it's going to look like on a laptop or desktop, then how it looks on the TV. But it can only be one. It's not like you can.
It's only one image. It's
Exactly.
like-
So you have to make it where it's able to show on, which is so stupid. Why can you not make it multiple images where you can like adjust to your choosing for each device? That is insane. So yeah, if you're watching on the TV and you see the banner, I'm sorry, bro. Either cry about it or accept it, cause it's staying like that.
Yeah.
So
But I think it's really good. And we just have 19 more episodes to go until we're 21.
yes, so and going on that first episode, we were talking about resolutions, right?
Yeah.
Have you like followed
Kept
up or started following them a little bit or not really?
Well, yes and no. The first one that I'll say is I have not read a book at all. I read one chapter of the graphic novel Between Then and Now.
Hey, that's one more chapter than I have.
The other one though, I have still not eaten Wendy's this year.
Hey,
Uh,
that's good. That's good.
And it's becoming really tempting to eat Wendy's because, like, yesterday my mom was like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop and get Wendy's. Do you want any?" I was like, "Does it have to be Wendy's?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Okay." And then she was like, "Do you want Arby's instead?" And I was like, in my head, I'm like, for this revolution, do I really have to be trading Arby's for Wendy's? Like,
Arby's becomes the new Wendy's.
no, but like, it's not because Arby's is coming to new Wendy's. It's just because I would rather have Wendy's than Arby's. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I hate how Arby's is becoming like the response. And then I get home from work, and then my sister is like, "Oh, I had Wendy's. There's some in the fridge if you want any." And I
Oh
was like,
my
I can't
god.
eat it. I can't eat it because she's come into my room and she's like, "I have Wendy's fries for you," and I'm like, "I can't eat it."
Not even the fries, those golden crispy Wendy fries.
The
Can't even-
Baconator. I haven't had a Baconator
Oh my
fries
God.
in so long.
But if she got you the cheesy, yeah, the baconator fries.
Oh my god. I don't think I'm making it to 2026.
How long has it been now? Like, has it been a month? Since the...
It's been more than a month. It's been since last year. I haven't had it at all.
Damn. See, I feel like you have to keep it going. You've made it so
Yeah,
far
but at the same time,
already.
I really don't want to keep it going.
Well, that's up to you. I mean, at least you're obviously like benefiting from this cause less junk food. But
Yeah, that's true.
so I guess is that like your updates in general?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So for me, when it comes to books, actually going out of like my way to read a book, hell no. But I've actually been enjoying the book I have to read for one of my English classes. But it's actually been a good read. It's by Ernest Hemingway, who, if you don't know, is was a very big misogynist. So
He was, yes.
but the book is so interesting because he paints one of the only women characters in the story a villain, but there seems to be like some sort of like homosexual like secret relationship between two of the main male characters, which might sound crazy, but if you know a bit of his history, it wouldn't be too surprising because apparently when he was growing up, his mother would dress him up in a lot of like quote unquote womanly clothing. So, and he grew up very confused about his gender and not knowing at the time what it meant to be like a quote unquote man. So that probably it's probably either like his unconscious or something that is somehow making these two like mayor characters. It's not like outright like, oh, I love you, so and so.
Yeah,
But
but like
there's
he's making
something
him.
there, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, so it's actually it's cool getting to read that and like noticing those little moments. But besides that, it's a good read. Would I recommend it? Uh, I don't know. Probably not.
probably not. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, if you're forced to read it, it's a good read. I think.
Mm.
Um, I think another. I said something about the gym, I believe. Well, I
Yes, you
wanted to
did.
hit it more. Well, ever since that episode, I've been hitting the gym weekly, and
Let's go.
so many more times too. Now it's like 3 to 4 times a week, when before I would only do 1 to 2 times. So
Damn.
and yeah, so I'm very happy with myself. I can kind of see like my chest forming a bit, and like I'm also able to like go up gradually in weights. So like I noticed when I was benching actually today that I was able to go up like 5 or 10 pounds, which was crazy for me. So yeah, that's very hype. I'm
That is
very
hype.
happy and following on through with that. Um.
Um, I would be going to the gym, but for the past like week, I've been addicted to playing Hollow Knight,
Oh
and
yeah,
I uh I have so much work for school that needs to be done,
I
and
mean,
I've just
no,
been
yeah.
I've been playing Hollow Knight for like 72
Look,
hours
your
straight.
Hollow Knight is getting the gains in, bro.
It I I don't I've just been really enjoying the game, and
Hollow Knight is such a great game, so I'm
it
very
really
happy
is.
that you're enjoying it. Have you played a Metroidvania before?
No.
Oh wow. Yeah, Hollow Knight is kind of I wouldn't say insanely difficult for Metroidvania
No.
to go into, but
No.
it's still it can be confusing. So
I feel like the hardest boss I've fought was the worm monster, and apparently it's like really easy to like beat, but I was just really just not in the right mindset, and I was getting so pissed off. And then I had two of my friends in the voice channel with me, and one of them is like really good at Hollow Knight. The other one has allegedly played it like a while ago, and
allegedly.
allegedly, no proof, but they allegedly played it. And then like I just kept dying, and they're like, "This boss is so easy. Like, how have you not beat this boss yet?" Like, and then like
That's
my
so
friend
funny.
who was like really good at it would be like, "Oh, you have to use your spells there." And then the next time I died, like while using my spells, my other friend would be like, "Why didn't you use your spells? Like you need to use your spells there." And I'm like, "I'm trying." And I got so pissed off, and then I eventually beat him.
Was this one
Yeah.
boss in the Colosseum? The
No, it was in it was in the waterways. It was
Oh, the one that summons the little.
yeah, the ones that gets the little ones, and
Oh,
they
I
keep
mean,
coming at you, and
that
I
boss
hated
is
it.
on the easier side in my opinion. But.
No, it's a very easy boss. It's apparently one of the easiest bosses in the game, but I just kept dying to the worms, and I hated the trek back. It was so annoying. And
Do-
then
Could you not
and
keep
then-
pogoing on top? Or
no, because the then just more will come if you keep
Yeah,
going at the
yeah.
top. And then eventually, it was fine. And then like after that, I did like the first dreamer, and I beat the boss on the second try. And then like,
amazing.
and then I went to the second dreamer, which was like apparently one of the hardest bosses to
Yeah,
fight.
one of the dreamers suck ass.
It was the one where it was like six. I forget what it's called, but like the 6 knights. And
I think don't they summon spears to throw at you or something
Well,
like that?
but there's two at a time, and it's like really hard apparently. But I did it on
Oh, yes, yes.
like I did it on like my fifth try, and then I
Damn.
did. what's the nightmare guys called?
Oh my god, Grim?
Grim. I beat Grim on like my 7th try or something. No, it
What?
wasn't 7. But
Bro,
like, I beat Grim so like early on compared to this worm that I just struggled
how
with so
could you
much.
not beat the worm in such little time, but Grim would took you only
Well, okay.
dude.
Okay, it's not Nightmare Grim. I haven't beat Nightmare Grim yet, but just the normal.
No, but
Grim.
still, normal Grim is
It-
so difficult. It's such a rise in difficulty from a lot of the base bosses.
And then
So
what's the name of the boss that like you follow like your character down like the dark place, and then like
oh, it's like an imposter.
yeah.
Nosk, I believe.
Nosk. Yeah. I beat Nosk in like I think 5 attempts. It was like and apparently like that's really hard.
I don't
But-
remember the boss. I think it's. I don't know if it's hard, more so just annoying, cause it keeps like randomly
Oh,
hopping.
it was very annoying.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just crawl back and forth. But I know you have nightmares about the Colosseum. That.
No, okay. I was struggling with it. However, I did beat it by myself. I did beat it eventually. Like I was in VC with my friends, and then they tried beating it, and then they couldn't beat it, and so I was like, this makes me feel better about myself.
That's
that
true.
They're also struggling because I was told that it was gonna be fun, and I was like, this isn't fun. It's just waiting around 8 minutes and then dying, when like you're on the walls and there's spikes on the floor and.
Yeah, I don't like the spikes on the floor. That's cringe. Once it gets to that part, I'm like, okay, this is stupid. Because it kind of depends on RNG as well, based on like where the enemies will bounce around on the map and stuff like that. But I like the Colosseum, but as you said, I think it's just too long.
It is.
So when you die, you have to restart the whole thing, which means waiting. And I hate the spawn doors. I remember the spawning of the enemies the first time would destroy my health so many times.
Yeah.
But you beat
yeah,
it, so
I'm having a lot of fun. I did the normal ending. I'm apparently going for 112%.
good luck on the Pantheons.
I've been told.
Yeah.
They were like, well, if you're not having fun with the Coliseum, then you're not gonna have fun at the Pantheons. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Like you think I'm excited for the Pantheons? No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I will say, besides the fourth Pantheon, I think the Pantheons, not saying they're fun, but they're a lot more manageable, because it's basically just a boss rush. And at least for me personally, I like that more than having to go through so many waiting periods of like enemies spawning in and just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
And you can
I
also
agree.
practice against the bosses in whenever you get to it, you can practice against them. So that's good as well.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm glad you're having a great time with the game.
Oh, I am. Have you been playing any games lately?
Recently Resident Evil 2,
Mm-hmm.
very very fun horror game. I makes me definitely want to check out the rest of the series. I'm also playing on like assistant mode, which is kind of like shooting
baby
for
mode.
babies. Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'd rather have a fun time than go through normal mode and just be miserable the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And I do plan to beat it on normal, maybe even a harder difficulty after I beat it once, because the combat's very fun. So, and I think that's literally all I've been playing.
Huh?
And also, I just haven't had as much time to play recently.
Yeah,
So-
school. It's a lot.
It's fun. Oh yeah, you recently you found an old DS, right?
I did. Oh my god, I forgot about this. So, I, my mom's going through electronics. The other day she was trying to put chargers together with like electronics, and then like she was like, and I see like a DS there, and I'm like, why is my 3DS out? And then I look at it, and it's a DS Lite. And I've never owned a DS Lite, and no one in my family has ever owned a DS Lite. So I was like, why is there a DS Lite here? And so I took it, and then I pulled out my charger to like charge it, because it was a DS, and there was a DS game, but the image was like scraped out, so like it was like impossible to like see what game it was. And then I was like, okay, I'll charge it. And then I tried plugging it into my 3DS charger, but apparently the DS Lite is a different charger than the 3DS. And
That makes sense, but also doesn't.
it's stupid. But apparently, like only the DS and DS Lite are different, because like my sister has a DSi, and it's the same charger. But I'm like, okay. And so then I charged my 3DS so I could see what game it was. And then I plugged it in, and then I saw it was Pokemon Diamond.
And then you saw a mysterious save file.
I opened it up, because I was like, whose save file is this? And then it just says name, Doug. And I'm like, I
Who
don't
the
know a
hell
Doug.
is Doug? Yeah.
I was like, where the frick did I get this from? And who the hell is Doug? And so I look at his thing. It says like Pokedex 39 and gym badges 2. And so I'm like, it was weird. It was like, why is there 2 gym badges but you have 39 Pokemon? So I was like, maybe it's like my sister's DS, and like she doesn't know she has it or something, and like she
Well, why would
collected
she
a lot
name
of Pokemon.
herself Doug?
I don't know. So I check, and then I open up the game, and then I check the I spawn in the trading portion of a Pokemon Center. Like, I come out of the exit of the trading section. I'm like, that's weird. But I go to the PC to see what Pokemon Doug has, and in the in the PC, there's only 2 Pokemon, and both of them are Craniodoses. Like, there's just 2 Craniodoses, and they
So he didn't like
Is-
get that far into the game, right?
No, it's only 2 badges in. He's not that far, but there's 2 Cranidoses. One is named Arnold, and the other one is named something else. I forgot what the other one is named. But it was just this random random Cranidoses. And then I'm like, okay, but where's the other Pokemon? And then I search every other box, and there's none. And then I open up the party to see like what Pokemon I have in the party. And there's 6 Pokemon. There's an Umbreon, there's an Espeon, there's a Jolteon, there's a Flareon, there's a Vaporeon, and then there's a Glaceon. There are like 6 just Eevees, just in my party, and then I'm like, why? Like, so like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know where you get Eevee in this game, but like my assumption is that these are fake, like these are hacked in, and then I check the Jolteon, and it's a shiny Jolteon. I'm like, okay, it's a shiny Jolteon. And I'm like, this...
I'm guessing you can't like get these so early on, right?
I don't know if you can. I've never played regular Diamond, but I don't think you can get these this early. And then like, I'm like, this is weird that like one of these is shiny. It's probably fake. And then I scroll down, and then the Vaporeon is also a shiny. So I'm like, okay, this is definitely a hacked. And I think the Vaporeon was named like Burned or something. Like it sounded like it was it was hacked in, and it was just so odd to me. And so the first thing I do is I run to my mom and I'm like, "Do we know a Doug?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Who?" And she was like, "The kid your nana used to babysit." And I was like, "Oh!" And then it clicked in place. I got the DS from my nana's attic when we were cleaning it out. And I saw it and I took it home just to play with it. And my nana used to take care of this kid until he went off to college because his parents were out of the picture. And it must have been his 3DS or his DSi. And these are definitely hacked Pokemon. Because I looked at the time. Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to say I looked at the time. Wait, no. Never mind. Scratch that. I looked at the time the event. It said adventure started. And then it said January 20th, 1999. And
oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
For the journey to be started in 1999, the game came out in 2007. So
that's
they,
just yeah.
they definitely changed their system settings to do something. So
Yeah.
they definitely were just messing around.
But that's so cool though. You have a
yeah.
hacked DS, I guess, or game.
It's not a hacked DS. It's probably just they somehow hacked in a thing, which like it's very easy to do. I think. Like, because even I have like an application on my computer to hack in Pokemon. I don't do it. I do it. I'm such a nerd, but I do it to check the stats of Pokemon on ROMs so that like I can tell if they're good or not. And I can put them in a battle calculator, which is really stupid. But you were saying?
No, that's just like a really neat little historic just discovery. That
Yeah, it's weird.
do you plan on keeping like the save file, or are you gonna?
I was told, my friend said that I should put them into Pokemon Home, which I don't have a Pokemon Home, which I probably should get one, but they said I should put it on Pokemon Home, but I have collector's anxiety. It's like really hard for me to like get rid of stuff, and like the thought of like taking Pokemon from one game and not being able to put it back there, it scares me so much.
Understandable.
Like I have this problem like deleting files off my computer. I need to make sure that the files are elsewhere, because like I had so much like stuff on my computer, and I sent every video I took on like a Discord clip. I sent every single one of them to my alt account on Discord and deleted them off my computer for space. But I did not want to lose them, so I just sent them to my alt.
I mean, that's fair. You always want to keep like, I guess, every single little bit of history, right?
Yeah, which is why I'm doing that.
Now let's just hope you never lose that alt account.
Oh no, that's fine.
So, I mean, yeah, very, very cool. The fact that your mom just found a random DS.
Yeah.
That-
It's the fact I forgot about it after stealing it from my nana's house.
Doesn't
I didn't
it?
steal it because she was getting rid of everything up there. But
Yeah. Doesn't it make you
she said
wonder,
I found
like,
it.
what else could be hidden in your house that you just
Yeah.
don't remember?
You know this, but I lost 4 Switch cartridges, 4 games, and I lost them like 5 years, no, not even 5, like 7 years ago now, and they still have never turned up, and I don't know where I lost them. But like I imagine just like it at like my grandma's house or something, and like she finds it and she's like, "What is this?" And then I'm like, "I lost this 7 years ago." I'm really lucky. The games, were you about to ask?
Yeah.
I lost Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Rocket League, and
One of those were not a loss.
What was the other one I lost? I lost something else.
Wasn't it Odyssey?
No, I kept Odyssey.
Splatoon?
Yes, Splatoon 2.
Damn.
But, Rocket League became free on Switch eventually when Epic Games bought it. So they
yeah.
didn't get it back.
So
I was like okay with losing Mario Kart 8 because like nobody played it, and then like for some reason, like
for some reason,
like one summer, everybody just decided let's play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I'm like, fuck.
Hey,
and then,
look. For some reason, Nintendo decided a couple years later, hey, let's create a booster course pass.
Okay, it was before the booster course that we were doing. But everyone was like, let's play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So that was like this summer after I got my job. So I was like, I have money now. I might as well pay for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And so I had to rebuy it. And then like, even earlier than that, people were like, oh my god, let's play Splatoon 2 again. And so I then had to buy Splatoon 2 again.
No, wait,
and then I was really enjoying Splatoon 2, so I was like, why not buy the Octo expansion?
Did you ever beat it?
I made the joke that I bought the same game 3 times. And then of course Splatoon 3 had to be announced like 2 months after I bought Splatoon 2 again.
Oh my god.
And so then I bought Splatoon 3. So I bought the same game like 5 times.
Amazing.
And then you can check my Switch count or my Switch error count. I played Splatoon 3 for all of 5 hours and then I stopped playing it.
A very worthy investment.
But I know if I lose it, then people are just gonna come and be like, "Let's play Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3 is fun." So yeah.
And I mean, you do own Breath of the Wild in a way. In a way,
I did not buy Breath of the Wild, but I do own it right now.
Let's just hope the person you owe this to isn't watching right now. But
he said I could borrow it, and he has not asked for it back. Well, he has asked for it back, but I'm not giving it back. I don't even play the game anymore. I just wanted to beat the game. I was gonna 100% it, but it's a lot to 100% that game.
I mean, you just gotta be careful of the $100 interest.
There's no. He sent me the Venmo request. And it was $120, and there's no way I pay $120 for a game that I do not own.
Well, I think that wraps everything up. Basically,
Yeah.
Super Bowl was a blast. The Grammys was a blast.
Good.
Oscars,
Can't
I
wait.
don't know if it will be a blast, but that will be interesting. Hopefully this episode can get 5 likes. If we can get 5 likes, Thomas will give every person $10 who subscribes.
No, I won't. I won't do that.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
No, I won't. No, I won't.
And I guess we'll just find out what happens next episode, because we are not kidding. We literally come up with these ideas like 5 minutes before we hit the record button.
That is true.
So,
that is true. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching.
Yeah, and tune in for next time. And then, can you like do something similar like last time? But
oh my god.
the logo just like covers the whole screen, you know?
Sure. Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.